So we have our 5 strands test here. Tifa here with FBTV. It says affordable pet food environmental. I told you we were testing, for one, Zara's issues. She hasn't got completely better. She's still shaking her head quite a bit. I know some people reached out and told me, hey, that test doesn't work that well. I've used it before. Well, when I told Chris, he had Gina, I believe, email me or send me a link. And one of the things I got to see firsthand were how clear this test actually is. The nutritional consultant. So let me see if I can find exactly what's going on, or the was it this, or did she email it to me? Let me try to find it. We're gonna turn back on here in a second. I gotta think. Guys, now Gina and Chris, they work as a unit, so different times you go, he says, Gina, send trust such and such, and you go, okay, did Gina text to me, did Chris text me, did Gina picks up Chris' phone and send it from Chris' phone? I gotta find it somewhere. Maybe they emailed it to me. Oh no, they don't email me. Long story short, here's a perspective. Turn my brightness up so you can see. I keep mine down. So this is how to interpret pet test results. What does that say? 5 strands affordable testing. Level 3 is red. Now what you have here is Kaiser, which is a big black dog that is actually on the Beast of the East flyer. It's one of their favorite dogs. So get this. You're seeing, oh, that dog is super allergic to milk. Point is, let me get to the point, is that this is this 7 pages of all the things based on his hair. 5 to 10 strands of hair that he's allergic to, people. That's intense. So again, someone told me, oh, it's not that accurate or that helpful. It doesn't even really tell you anything. Matter of fact, I think someone said it didn't even tell you what kind of meat. So I'm like this. This says thyme. This says rosemary. It says rosemary extract. Look, when you can get into rosemary extract, some of y'all don't even know what to cook. This says fenugreek seed. I ain't never even heard of that one. Look at this. That says fenugreek seed, which is a spice, level 1 green. You got oregano powder, parsley flakes. I'm not making this up, people. Synthetic additive, absorbic acid, which is also a lot of times what they use in supplements. I mean, we have it in ours. So we're about to test again. Her hair, 10 strands of hair, copper sulfate. I mean, this thing is intense. And this right here is just a section on synthetic additives, manganese protein, inulin. This is not some it's not some fugazi test. And when I told him that I got quite a few messages via Instagram when I told people, hey, if I were you, I'd try the 5 strand test, people literally were like, oh, it didn't work for me. I don't think it's accurate. Boom, boom, boom. I didn't get any information. He was like, what? He did this almost 5-6 years ago. Maybe it got worse. We're going to find out. And if we do find out exactly what she's allergic to without spending heavy amounts of money via blood testing, because shout out to my guy Aaron Sims over at Crossfire Kennels. He literally told me that he had to spend quite a few money to figure out what hound, I believe. Hound had some pretty bad allergies, and long story short, they spent a good pretty penny. Once they identified the issue, it was like, boom, that's it. This test is about $130 to $148. Like I said, cheap and affordable. It's probably cheaper than going to the doctor and them doing all of it. But here we have Zara. She's still frowning. She's still a little inflamed. She's still chewing out her paws a little bit. She's still a little red. Her ears have gotten a little bit red. I give her the depot shot when I feel it's bad or getting a little bit worse. She's shaking her head a little bit more, but she's not super inflamed. Once we know, and mind you, I'm taking off all chicken, all beef. She's eating pork necks, or she's eating turkey necks, and then she's also eating elk, venison, and anything but beef and chicken. Challenges is, as you know, this gets expensive. So they want you to take it from the roots. Right now she's losing quite a bit of hair, so I'm gonna try my best just to, you pull a little bit out and pray that it's enough. And of course, if we don't do this right, then I guess we're back to the drawing board, or we'll do it again. But you go, okay. I mean, it's literally coming out, which ain't a good thing either, people. She shouldn't be shedding like this, but here we are. So they've got some instructions. I have to register this kit and whatnot. I'm pretty sure that's more than 10 strips of hair. Let me pull a little more. I'm sorry, Mama. She's like, hey, dude. Like, hey, dude, man. What you doing, dude? I'm sorry, I can't help it. It says instruction-wise, extract, collect hair sample, 10 to 15 strands. I definitely have 10 to 15 by pulling head or body of the fur. Root and follicles not required. There you go. So I don't have to even pull the follicles. Place first sample into small white parchment bag. Here's your white parchment bag. That will be in the provided return package. Varies by region. Place parchment bag with hair sample inside the silver anti-static bag and seal shut. Well, here you go. Looks real pretty, you know. You think you're like, well, this is kind of intense when it's all said and done. I don't want to ruin this thing, so I'm not going to just rip it open. I can be a little aggressive at times and ruin this whole stuff. So what I'm going to do is use some scissors, people, but the gist of it is this. Let's just close this one out right here. We have dogs that have allergies. Allergies tend to plague this breed and many breeds. 20% of the allergies that are increasing are due to poor breeding. That's true. Other percent of issues are all the stuff they're putting in our American-based food. If a food says high in protein, that always isn't a good thing. If you're using synthetic vitamins and minerals, that could actually increase the risk of allergies and allergic reactions. Dialing things down to something finite. Finite meaning, where do we build the meal at? Well, let's see from start to finish how to work through some of this stuff. And mind you, I'm reading and learning at a very fast pace what we can all do to better our dogs, but this is also where I'm not rushing our process. I hate that so many people are trying to get to market quick with the breedings when in fact sometimes it takes a year or two for something to show that you don't want to duplicate. But when the function of this breed is based on exaggerated features, the bigger the head, the bigger the cheeks, the bigger the paws, the bigger the body, the heavier the dog, versus the quality of life, then we run into these issues. And now the only thing more expensive, I've said this before, than buying these dogs is taking care of them. Stay tuned, people. We'll talk some more in our next few episodes. I'll break down allergies in a little bit more detail, what you can do to manage them. And as soon as we get our results back, we'll kind of show you where we're at.